everyone and welcome back. In this video I will be teaching you how to play Chopin's Waltz Opus 64 number 2. The first thing that you should know is the C sharp minor scale, and it's like this. Knowing that scale is going to allow you to understand how Chopin came up with this melody. So let's say we have the first chord here and we have a C sharp minor. He does the inversion and another one here, the second inversion, and then he came up with this melody. He got rid of the C sharp and played G sharp to E. 2 notes from it. Then the same chord, he's going to do the inversion here and adds the background. So he has 2 beats of this. So we have this. So you could play up to that point. Now next step will be, because we're in C sharp minor, we have this note on the bass. So we have this now. And we have covered the first measure. And he would do the same approach with the next one. The next one, from E he goes to D sharp. And what you have to understand that there is a D sharp chord on the scale, and we have this. He brings the D sharp on top, he gets rid of the G on the left hand, and he puts it up here. So he has this now. And now he has the root from the chord, so he punched this together. The D sharp below. So okay, that's the first 2 measures. Let's continue now. The next part is going to be a melody like this. And notice that he's still using the same scale with the addition of the B to create an ornament. Okay, it's very important you understand that. Now, he's going to go to the 5th tone of the scale. And think a little bit about this chord, a G sharp 7. Now the F, he's going to keep it this way, and instead of playing this, he's going to add the F sharp to it from the chord. Each time he plays a note. Okay, and the next one will be the same, but resolving to C sharp minor. Now, so it's important you play this light. I'm going to explain in a second. And then the G sharp that we have, we do the inversion. And we do the same pattern. Together, rest, and we do that. So we have the 2 together here, and we do this. It's important that you put pedal on the bass all the time and then release. Some people like to put through the whole measure, but I don't do that, so I put on the bass and then let go of it. So let's say, okay, and then because we're in G sharp, we put the bass also here. So we have, that's it. The fingers I like, the long fingers on the black key, so I could leave the thumb out. I'll do this, 5, 2, 4. 2, 3, and then this. And now we're kind of going back to the C sharp minor, but we're going to use a diminished chord. We're going to use this chord. This chord. So he's going to still use the F sharp on the melody and here. But to explain the D below, we're going to have this on the left hand. So we have this. Tension, release. Together these 2 and this. Now all that is left for us to do is add the C sharp. It's almost like he did the C sharp minor, he did a suspension and then going back to C sharp minor. By lowering this note to the 2nd degree, we have what we call an add 2 and then releasing it. So we have this now. So we have a little leap there. We don't have to move your hand much, and then we change that. So we have as a melody have, as a harmony bass, we have this. So all together. Okay, and this is important, two things. That you ring out the melody that is longer. So that means the notes that they have a dotted rhythm, like a dotted half note, you ring them out. In this case, the E, and then the release. The short notes, a little bit lighter. You need to know how to play long notes and short notes. Those are the short notes. Okay? The other thing is you could count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You could continue very rhythmical like that, or you could delay the two. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's up to you. I think that rhythm matches here when we have the little rest. There. So we have do, re, ya, ba, ya. So we have. Now he's going to change the scale. He's going to go to an E major scale, and he's going to use these notes a little bit. That's what he does this. And if you look at the notes, that's an A major chord. Is on the. He's right there. So he does the inversion, and he puts E and C sharp in it from that chord. Now the E is going to double up on the bass. And also it's going to have E and A, the rest of the chord here. So he ends up with this. That's the same chord we discussed before. Diminished chord. So A major to D diminished, D sharp diminished with an E on the bass. So we have the E here. Think on this with an E. That's the harmony, very nice harmony. So, still on E major. Now we're gonna have the short melody like this. And you see the flavor here, A, E. The E major scale. First you gotta get a sense of the melody like that. Then you could add notes from the harmony. So to this, let's say if we have an E major chord and we add the 7th note, an E7, let's place it here. So this D, he's gonna take it. So we have, instead of doing that, he's gonna add the D, the 7th degree, to add a little bit of tension to it. Notice, release and go in there. The fingers are like 1, 3, 5, 1, 4, 2, 3, and going there. So if you think of the E major again, we put E on the bass, and part of the same chord splits. So we have E, G, and E and G sharp. That's it. Remember now to do the rest. So rest, and then here it has the flavor again of A major. So we have. Okay, so let's do this one. We add the D, but now we're gonna go to C sharp, and then you have the intervals from A major. Okay, left hand A bass, part of the harmony from the chord E and A. Remember that A major is like this, so we have this, and then going here. That would be again another suspended chord right there. By raising, see if we have A, we have the D, do an A sus, what we call. So together will be like this. These two notes together. Rest. Notice the sound here a little bit diminished, but really it's a G sharp 7 here that we're gonna go to. So let's try to play it very slowly, these. One hand and then the other, and then let's continue. That's right hand, left hand. You could practice both hands separate. E major, E7. Now we are here. So let's review a little bit the melody here. We're going to have the A, what we call a chromatic scale. Think on the melody first. So 1, 2, and then it's gonna end up doing a chromatic scale later. But this is chromatic 2. So we have the chord here. We'll add a G and these two notes. Tension and release the G sharp. Da, da, notice now here we are back to the same chord, C sharp minor. Let's do the chromatic scale first. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3 and 4. So right hand. Chord again here from a B7. This is a B7 chord. Let's do the left hand. Bass note. We have those. So notice here that the important note is the G sharp. So you have to point to the note you're going to bring out and keep the other one flat. Da, 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 da. If you do it together, we get there. So let's do it from the G sharp. We get to the B7 now. Again, he arranged the notes this way. He parted the chord here. Now from here, I could give you the right hand. It's gonna repeat the G sharp there. Always 3, 2 when you do the ascending. So let's do it again. So G sharp, 3, 2, 3, 2 and G sharp again. 3, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, then 2, 3. All the way down. And he's using the chromatic scale now. So for the bass line we have this, the E on below. And when it changes here, you could bring those out too. I know it's hard, but you could play like this at the beginning and then think a little bit, can I bring the so sometimes it's true that when we practice this, sometimes one note sounds before the next, so be real careful. And then this chord, G sharp and G sharp, and it goes back. Now if we play this very slowly, let's play left hand. Hold that E, rest, 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 1, 2, 3, and we go back. If we do it all together, the right hand melody together with the little harmony that he bring up here, we have these two notes together, together, together here. We get to D sharp. And we go back to the beginning again. So let's talk a little bit about the melodies. Some of them are longer than others, so let's talk about this. So a little bit more volume here, less, short melody now, long, release, and again. This is E major, so we could change a little bit of color. Increase, increase, and you could run a little bit, going the. It doesn't take much effort. You have to be close to the keys. Little movements. And back. I hope this video was helpful, and if you enjoyed, subscribe. Thank you very much.